Replacing the oil filter housing gasket is a common repair for BMW N52, 54, and 55 motors. In this episode of Inside the Brands, we'll review the proper 7-step procedure for bleeding the electric water pump after you do this repair. Hi, I'm Paul Swider, Brand Manager for CRP Automotive. Today, I'm going to go over the proper way to bleed the water pump after replacing the oil filter housing gaskets on BMW N52, N54, and N55 motors, which are a known weak point. One important thing to realize about the oil filter housing is that it actually contains passageways for both oil and coolant. So after you replace the gaskets, you need to bleed the water pump, which in these cars is electric. With help from members of our Innovation Council, we've compared procedures from a variety of sources and feel the 7-step process I'm about to walk you through is the smartest, safest way. Now, an important preparatory step is to first connect the battery charger to your car. This is important because you are going to have to leave your car's ignition on for over 10 minutes without running the engine. Also, if you have a smartphone or other way of setting a countdown timer, you'll want to have that handy. So, step 1 is to turn on the car's ignition, but do not start the car. The engine should not be running for the first part of the process. Step 2, turn the vehicle's climate controls to the warmest setting possible and set the fan to the lowest setting. Step 3, push the accelerator to the floor for 10 seconds. You should hear the water pump cycle on. Step 4 is where you'll need that timer I mentioned. Set your timer for 12 minutes and let the water pump cycle for that entire time. While it's doing that, get out of the car and check for leaks. If you find leaks, take the appropriate measures and start the process over again from the beginning. You'll need to turn the ignition off for 5 minutes to reset things before you do that. Step 5, after the 12 minutes are over and assuming there are no leaks, turn the car off and check the coolant reservoir. It should be slightly lower. Step 6, at this point, you can turn the car on again, this time starting the engine. As the car idles, monitor the temperature gauge. As before, check for leaks if you find any, or if the temperature starts to climb faster or higher than expected. Or if the temp does not hold, shut the car off and repeat the entire process. Remember to turn off the ignition for 5 minutes between procedures. Finally, step 7, if everything is functioning properly, you can consider the job complete and replace the splash guard. So that's the process of bleeding the electric water pump on BMW N52, N54, and N55 engines. If you're looking for OE quality replacement gaskets for the oil filter housing repair, CRP Automotive carries the correct AHUSA parts. If you have a question about this video or any AHUSA product, feel free to post it below or on the CRP Automotive Facebook page. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to be among the first to hear about helpful tips like this one. Thanks for watching.